Hello and welcome back to the Let's Go Nisi podcast. It's so good to have you back, bestie. So, can we talk about health? Like, I have recently started down a, well, technically a health and healing journey, but I feel like those also go hand in hand. But let's start at just health in general. I have recently learned how much people really don't value sleep, and that's always kind of never sat well with me because sleep is so important. Like, it is so important to just being able to function right, to think, to just exist. You need sleep, you need to re energize, and this world that we live in is fundamentally designed to make it so that way you're sleep deprived because there's only 24 hours in a day, and they say 8 of those you need to sleep, 8 of those you need to work, and that leaves only 8 hours to do anything else, including like actually getting up, getting dressed, brushing your teeth, getting ready for your day. There is not enough hours in the day, and so naturally people are cutting out sleep. I know friends and stuff that are part of hustle culture and all that are like, oh, I go off of like only 4 hours of sleep. I'm like, how do you function? How do you function? Because yes, hustle, grind, do what you need to do, but I know for me, after a certain point, I am no good to anybody if I am tired or if I am hungry. I'm no good to anybody. I'm no good to myself. So it is important that you prioritize sleep in at least 7 hours. 8 or more if you can afford it, but prioritize sleep because you literally need it to function and to be the best you can be that day. Also, mental health. Okay, now I am feeling like I'm either on an upward turn with my mental health because I was in the gutter, y'all, like in the gutter of mental health, down in the trenches, drowning in my own self pity. And I feel like I'm finally at a point where I'm like, either I am just highly delusional and I've lost my mind, where I'm just like, everything's good, we're fine. You know what? Life ain't that bad. Life, it can actually be great, and I can actually make something of it. Or I'm still down in the trenches and I am just losing my mind. Regardless, I am on an upward battle with my own mental health and depression and struggles because, let's be honest, it is a struggle. And if you have never actually gone through it, you can't really grasp it because a lot of people think that mental illnesses are just like, oh, you're just really sad that day. And it's like, no, I wish it was that easy. I wish it was just, I'm just feeling really sad and I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything, but tomorrow will be a better day. I wish it was that way because when you are dealing with something as serious as depression, every little effort that you do is monumental to yourself. It can be minuscule to everybody else, but it is monumental to yourself. Hey, I actually went outside today after not going outside for probably a month. Oh my God, congratulate yourself. I'm throwing a party. I prioritize actually getting a good meal in today and not just skipping it all together because I don't feel like eating. Monumental, okay? And everybody's like, well, duh, but put yourself in someone's shoes where literally every waking moment of your day is bombarded by your own mind and voices telling you that you're not good enough, that you're not worth it, you're not anything, and all these things. It's like it gets to you heavy, and because it's your own mind, you it's hard to even figure out how to turn it off. So mental health is a huge, huge thing that I wish more people took the time to understand and to realize and to just at least be empathetic with someone struggling with mental health, because half the time you don't need the big grand gestures or hey, let's just pull you out, just come be happy. Like it, no. What people need when they're in those situations and those ruts, they just need you to listen. They just need you to sit there in their discomfort and listen. And even if they don't feel like talking, just sit with them in silence, because that moves mountains. To just know that someone is willing to just be there with you while you go through your process and not forcing you to hurry up and get happy, hurry up and get better. It's like, no, I'm here if you need me type of thing is what people need. And sometimes, yeah, they do need a little bit of a pull, a little push, but more than anything, they just need to know someone is there for them and willing to sit in the discomfort with them. It says you're not alone. No matter what your mind thinks, it's proof that you're not alone. That got really deep really quick. My bad, y'all. I didn't think I was gonna get that deep that quick, but I did, and I meant it. And even if things just don't look that great, hell, you got another day on earth. That's another chance to do something meaningful, do something worthwhile, help your fellow human being, especially if there's someone you claim to love. Aren't they worth fighting for and getting to know and getting out of your own comfort to maybe give them a little for themselves? I think so. But let's switch it back to health, because, well, I was already on health, let's be honest, but let's get back to just different forms of health. So I have recently started trying to get back into my fitness journey, because it is good for you to move and to get out and to release energy and everything. Like, it is so wonderful in so many ways to exercise, even if it's just a little bit. And I'm gonna be honest, it ain't easy to start up again, because y'all, I have been the most couch potatoes of couchy potatoes, okay? I have just been here chilling with my cheese sauce and bacon bits with an extra dollop of sour cream. I have been most couch potato-ish that I've been in a long time. And eventually I want to become a French fry. One of those like curvy French fries, because they solid, and they curvy, they fun. I like those French fries. Those are great French fries. But I was like, I can't become a French fry if I am a couch potato just drowning in sour cream. Okay, I can't do it. I need to get up and move. I need to do something. I need to get out of my own head and out of my own level. So, girl's been working out this week. And oh my god, I am sore. I am so sore, but it feels good to be sore again and to struggle through a workout, because once you finish it, you're just like, I did that. I feel good, And I'm not saying I'm doing hour-long workouts or like super intense workouts. No, they're like 30 minutes max with some light weights or no weights. And it is like specific areas or body parts a day. And that's what it is. They are very beginner, very moderate, but they are building my confidence and building my own personal self-discipline to be able to be like, no, I'm doing this every day. And even if that day I'm like, I don't got a 30-minute workout in me, I only got maybe 10 minutes or 15, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna do that 10 to 15 minute workout and I'm gonna still feel good about myself, because it's just about building that mental muscle of, I am doing this for me and for my health and for my well-being and better life. So it is worth it. It is priority for me to get my workout in, even if that means I struggle through it the whole time. Okay, I don't care. We are not at the point where we are looking cute and over here doing all the tricks and whatnot that you see all over the place when they are like real good at their thing. I was like, I want to get there, but I'm not there yet. I am still trying to be able to hold a plank for 30 seconds. Not there yet, but I am happy that I can hold it for 10, Baby steps. Do not forget the baby steps. You can't move mountains if you don't start at the first little pebble. You gotta take it easy and give yourself time. You literally just have to allow yourself time and the ability to be a beginner and to be able to learn and grow and build that muscle and build those habits and replace the old ones with new ones and figure out what works for you, honestly, because at the end of the day, what works for me might not work for you, and that's okay. Like, that's perfectly okay. We are all individually unique beings that need individual unique things. We might be able to do similar things, but we're not the same. And also, just a little nugget of wisdom, don't expect you from other people, because no one's ever going to be you. They are only capable of being who they are and thinking the way they are, reacting the way they are, moving in this world the way they are. Don't expect you from others, and that will make all the difference. I feel like a lot of people get hurt and feel some type of way when people come into their lives and stuff and do things that are hurtful to the other person, because for us, it's like I would never do that to another human being. So why are they doing this to me? But they're not you. You never do that to another human being. Them, they do. They do. And that's their choice. As sucky as sometimes it is, because let's be honest, sometimes people do very crappy things to people who would move mountains for them. But that is their choice, and the only thing you can do is what's best for you. And sometimes that means cutting people off, sometimes that means walking away or not having as much contact with them, because that's all you can control. You can't change anybody. You can't force anybody to be what you want them to be, because then what's the point of them being around? Might as well just go sit in the mirror if you want someone exactly like you. People bring their own unique things which help us grow and learn different perspectives and different lessons that we wouldn't even notice or pick up on our own, because we only have our perspective. And if we are all so focused on trying to make everybody else like us, that is going to become a very, very bland and one-dimensional world, and that will take away what is special about each and every living thing, every living and non-living thing, honestly, in this world, because our uniqueness is what makes us special and makes us valuable. Now, I know I'm jumping around, but bestie, we're just having conversations here, okay? We talking. We just talking. I'm gonna need y'all to start moisturizing more, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to apply lotion and drink water, because the amount of ashiness I have seen this winter season is unbelievable, okay? It is dry, it is cold, it is not cool to be sitting there letting your skin just be like that SpongeBob episode where he's just like dehydrated and like, I need water. Don't do that to your skin, okay? It is the largest organ we own. And without it, we would probably just be little piles of mush sitting in corners, okay? We need we need the skin, and we need to take care of it. So apply lotion. Don't take this is hard for me too, okay? Don't take scalding hot showers all the time, okay? That dries you out so bad, and that is so hard to say because I love me a hot shower. Like, I love it. It makes me feel like I'm just in a spa, like, oh, just toasty and warm and wonderful. But I can't do it all the time because of the fact it does dry you out. So cool it down a little bit. Try cold shots at the end of your showers. Like, I'm not saying do like the ice cold temperature all the way, but try a cold shot at the end of your shower for 30 seconds before you get out of it. Just turn that water down and stand there and breathe through it and turn in a circle and whatever you need. But try it. It does actually help your skin and your nervous system. I think it helps to reprogram your nervous system, which is so great because, oh my god, all of us, or so many of us, are walking around here with a jacked up nervous system, which is related to traumatic events and reasons why we feel anxious and we feel scared and nervous all the time, and just like uneasy is because our nervous system is constantly kicking in to fight flight responses, and it does not realize we good. But research shows that when you take cold or cold exposure, sorry, I'm fluffing up on my words, but do cold exposure, it helps to retrain your nervous system to be like, oh, okay, we're in this not so great situation, because let's be honest, cold is really cold and it's not fun, but it retrains it to be like, okay, it's cold, but we can get through it. Like, we're fine. We can get through it. And it teaches your body to relax and to come back to present and not be so flighty, and all that. You can look it up, because I am fluffing up on my words, but it is a thing, and it does help. It really does. It helps you to be calmer over time, because you gotta stick with it. Like anything in life, consistency is key, and you got to stick with it. You gotta keep going in order to reap benefits of that working out. Whether that's just walking every day, you have to keep doing it. If you do it every once in a while, you're still gonna pretty much be in the same place you've been. You're never gonna see any of those benefits, because it's too few and far between. Consistency is key with everything in life. You gotta keep doing it. You gotta build that mental muscle and that self-discipline and that self-worth. You gotta be able to look at yourself and be like, look, I know we don't want to do this. I know we'd rather sit on the couch, eat a bowl of ice cream, and watch a scary movie. I know this, okay? But I also love you more than anything and life itself too much to let you sit here and think this is all you're worth. Think this is all you can be and all you deserve. Because no, you deserve a healthy body. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to have a quiet mind that is not constantly screaming at you with voices that have no business being there. You deserve to feel good about yourself and to be happy, or at least content. You deserve that. So I'm gonna tell us to get up off the couch, put the ice cream down, and get on that damn treadmill. Let's go. It's only 30 minutes. What is 30 minutes? You waste more time doing that, sitting there scrolling on social media. I was like, you can give social media an entire day, but you can't give yourself 30 minutes. Think about that. The things you want are outside of your comfort zone, are outside of your limiting beliefs. They are outside of your inconsistency. And if it is really important to you, then aren't you worth it to actually do it? You can give all the attention, time, and affection and stuff to everybody else so freely, but you forget about you. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. Because like being on a plane, they say put your own breathing mask on before you think about putting on somebody else's, because you got to. You got to look out for you first, because everybody else is looking out for them. As sad as it is, everybody looks out for them and their own benefit and well-being, or whatever, what they can get. Everybody's looking out for themselves, and it's your job to look out for you, because nobody else is. And if you're lucky enough to find somebody that looks out for you, congratulations. I am so happy for you, but that does not change the fact that you still got to do it for yourself. They can't hold you up on their own, nor is it their job to. And that goes vice versa. Where are we going with this? I just want you to be able to look at yourself and say, you know what, my health is important and my health is worth it. And I'm worth the struggle and the fight and the effort and the tears and all the things that I freely give to everybody else. I am allowed to give them to myself. I deserve them more from myself because I'm worth it. Even if that means I am just a couch potato, I'm still worth the effort. I'm still worth the time and consideration. And honestly, I'm worth all the love for just being, as are you. Now, I'm going to switch it up a little bit and we're going to go into healing journey because I've been on that for probably a few months now, and when I say it is not for the faint of heart, it's not, because it is hard. It is so hard. It will take you to all the darkest places you have ever been in your life and put them directly in your face. And you have to sit there and feel everything and go through it and make friends with it, because you'll learn that health is one thing, but to really truly be healthy means you gotta heal. You gotta heal what hurts you and what keeps you blocked and stuck. You got to do it. And going on a healing journey, you realize how many people don't. How many people just focus on hustling and working out and their career and stuff, and how they don't take the time to actually do the hard work of healing. And you learn how many people just run from their past. And I get it. I get it. It is not an easy thing to do. It really isn't. It is one of the hardest things you will do in life, but it is worth it to not have those limiting beliefs and voices in your head telling you're not good enough, and all the million reasons why you do what you do that you hate, and find out why and begin to remove those arrows, let go of those bags, and actually feel lighter and freer to just be you and exist as you. It's like Rafiki said, the past, it doesn't matter, it's in the past. You can either run from it or learn from it. So why not learn from it? Why not take that chance and learn from it? It's not an easy battle, but okay, so I think it was buffaloes hate storms. They hate storms. They absolutely despise them. But somewhere in their evolution, they learned to run into storms, even though they hate them. Because buffaloes realized that running away from a storm will only prolong the inevitable. will only prolong the pain, prolong the torture, prolong the effort and energy it takes to run away from a storm that is going to eventually catch up with you. So they learned that even though they hate storms, when a storm is coming, they run towards it and they run through it, because that is the quickest way to actually get through the storm. Even as scary as it is to run into a storm, buffaloes do it because it's better in the long run. And they learn that they can lessen their pain and torture and fear by just facing it. And that's what healing is. That's what health is. If you just focus on the surface level aspect of health, you're still running from what actually is chasing you, what is actually getting closer to you. You're just running from the storm. And I hope that maybe some of you might just be inspired to get brave and turn around and run into it and keep running into it until you have reached the other side. Because I wholeheartedly know you will become stronger for it, and you will become so much more of you for it. And even though it hurts, I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. Healing the tortures and the things that haunt you at night. But once you actually learn about the things that scare you, they become less scary. Because you're just like, oh, I understand now. I see. It wasn't right. It wasn't good. But I don't fear it anymore. It doesn't have a hold on me anymore. So I thought this was going to be like a very light podcast, but turns out it got deep. And that's okay, because I don't mind going there with you. I don't mind sitting in the discomfort. Like, I don't mind going through the eye of the storm. And I hope one day you won't either. Make friends with your depression. Make friends with your anxiety. Learn why you fear what you fear and try to understand it. And realize that your health is much more than working out and journaling and taking yourself on spa days and dinner dates. It's about finding those arrows that live deep inside of you, finding those wounds, finding those holes, and giving them some love, giving them some time and some attention, and allowing them to actually heal. And then you will become the greatest version of you that I know you all can be. But you gotta believe it. You gotta know you're worth it. Because I could say it to you all day. It's not gonna change the fact that you still gotta say it to yourself. And I hope you say it to yourself. Because I'm rooting for you, bestie. I am rooting for you. And I know you will become something amazing. And you are strong enough. You are strong enough to make it through. Because look at you. You've survived all your worst days. What's one more? Especially if there's a rainbow at the end of it. Just run through that storm, baby. But I think this is gonna be the end of the podcast, and I would love for you guys to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and do something scary. Do one thing scary for yourself today, and become the you dream of, even if that means just getting out of bed. Till next time, thanks for coming to my podcast, and I hope you have an amazing week, and talk to you later. Bye.